Good evening and welcome to tonight's edition of the County Line. I'm Elizabeth Barry.
And I'm Pat Sandora. Many seniors from the area leave the area once they graduate from college, but that's not the case for everyone. The County Line's Kirsten Gaitis met with some Westminster alumni who came back to New Wilmington years after their graduation.
With Westminster College being so close to the Shenango Presbyterian home, some of the students had taken the initiative to go and meet with some of the residents. However, you would be surprised how many residents interact with the college. Today, I was fortunate enough to meet with some of them. Meet Dorothy Pollock. She is just one of the many residents who still interacts with the college.
I graduated from Westminster many years ago, and I have been active at the college ever since I graduated. Spent a lot of time here. I volunteered in the alumni and the development offices off and on for years, and then since I've been retired, have spent a lot of time there.
Over 1/3 of the residents at the Shenango home have some sort of tie with the college, whether they are graduates, retired workers, or former faculty members. Marketing Director and Retirement Counselor Betty Jones explains how the residents stay a part of the Westminster community.
Our residents were actually going over to the pool and using the pool for lap swims. Some of them go over and use the field house for walking. We have some residents who still go over there weekly and work. We have someone who works at the alumni office and does some volunteer work. We have the past librarian of Westminster College who still goes over and does those kind of things. And we've also had Gloria Cahigas come in from Westminster College and talk with our residents about what kind of volunteer opportunities that there are.
Overall, many residents are happy they are so close to their alma mater and are glad they have the chance to live just across the street.
When they decided to build this place, I'd always thought someday I want to move back to New Wilmington. So this gave me the opportunity. So 2.5 years ago, when it opened, I moved back here, and it's a wonderful place to be.
First commencement takes place in just a few weeks, and the County Line's Heather Storm finds out from College President R. Thomas Williamson that some traditions never change.
I'm here with President R. Thomas Williamson from Westminster College, getting ready for commencement for the class of 2005. Now, President Williamson, what are some of the traditions here at Westminster that go along with commencement?
Well, Heather, the first one that comes to mind is the tradition having to do with Senior Terrace. As the story goes, if one walks across Senior Terrace during one's 4 years at Westminster prior to commencement, one will not graduate. And about 3 or 4 years ago, some students came into my office and they said, we'd like to try this out. We're willing to take a chance. So I said, okay. They said, well, would you come out and hold our hands while we do this? So held their hand. We all walked across Senior Terrace together, waited the requisite year, and lo and behold, they graduated. So while that kind of took a little bit of the edge off the old tradition, still it stands, and I see people walking around Senior Terrace thinking that they better not walk until it's time to walk at commencement.
We also wonder who's the senior speaker this year.
I don't really know yet. Haven't heard. And sometimes I'm the last to hear about things on campus, I have to admit. But I'm always interested in finding out who that will be as well. It's always a speech that includes a little bit of humor, a little bit of melancholy reflection, and hopefully some good words to fellow classmates.
Yeah, good. Hopefully it'll be a good sunny day. Thanks very much for speaking with us, President Williamson, and we will see you on May 14th for the commencement for the class of 2005.
Great, Heather. Thanks.
Well, President Williamson, we hope you're watching tonight because we have some information for you.
That's right, Pat. The Senior Speaker Selection Committee chose New Wilmington resident Sandy Edmonston to represent the senior class at commencement. Congratulations, Sandy.
Congratulations. Graduation day for the class of 2005 is Saturday, May 14th. Commencement starts at 2:30 in the afternoon on the Senior Terrace of Old Main with a traditional baccalaureate at 10:30 that morning.
And a meningitis scare at another local college has medical officials keeping a close eye on student health.
That's right, and Shannon has the details along with more of your top local stories on this week's 889 on the County Line.
Titan Radio Digital 88.9 News brings you local news now.
Good evening. Those who are in contact with the student are receiving treatment, but health officials say the only way to get the infection is through exchange of bodily fluids. Frequent hand washing, adequate diet, rest, and exercise can decrease the risk of contracting meningitis. Slippery Rock has posted an alert on their homepage that will be updated with new information at www.sru.edu. Neshannock Township Police are investigating a telephone scam in the area. Police say elderly are receiving phone calls from scam artists using foreign accents. The callers are asking the elderly for their bank account information. The assistant manager of Northwest Savings Bank in Grove City, Mary Beth McGuire, says that your bank will never call you to get your account number. Your bank should already know all of your account information. She also says despite recent scams, bank customers should not be afraid of using the phone to do banking business, but she stresses that it should be on the customer's terms. With summer just around the corner, many motorists will soon be encountering slow-moving farm machinery on highways. PennDOT and the Pennsylvania Farm Bureau offer motorists some important safety tips when driving around farm machinery. Keep your distance from large farm machinery, as they usually travel at speeds less than 20 miles per hour, and farm machinery typically doesn't travel far distances, so be patient when confronted with a slow-moving machine. Rural road crashes peak during the hours of 3 and 5 p.m., so keep alert and use caution during these hours in order for motorists and farm workers to share the roads safely. That was your 88.9 on the County Line, and to keep you up to date every weekday, tune into Titan Radio for continuous news coverage. More County Line is on the way.
This past year, Mike and Aiden took us to many fun and exciting places in Lawrence and Mercer County. Tonight, they give us a director's commentary on all the places they visited this year.
This week, for a very special On the Road, we decided to go back and recap everything that we did.
That's right, we're going to visit everywhere we went this last season.
I hate this intro. I look like I'm on drugs.
You don't like the intro?
No, I'm not on drugs, so it's terrible.
That's what they all say.
And then you're just confused. Good job, Mike.
Yes, I did get confused because you took my keys. We started out going to Newcastle Colonial Lanes, did a little bit of bowling down there.
That's before everybody knew that you were my partner.
Yeah, it was a mystery.
And then we went to Compadres, the Mexican restaurant.
In Grove City, and served up some good food there.
Like the mighty chimichanga.
The mighty chimichanga. We never did find out what that was.
No.
And they also have some artwork on their walls, and that wore us out, so we went for some coffee.
I brought some coffee.
Oh, you brought me coffee?
Yep.
All right, excellent.
Give that a
wake
try.
Me up a little bit, maybe?
Let's hope so.
Ah, that's good. And after we got our caffeine fix, that helped out a little bit, so we went over to McConnell's Mill State Park.
In the dead of winter.
This was Aiden's idea.
I almost fell down the hill. It was terrible.
Because
it was the middle of winter,
icy,
yes.
You know?
Then we went sled riding in winter. Then we went to Ferrone Brothers, the best little restaurant that you can find over here in the side of New Wilmington. And Bobby Ferrone, I love him. He's wonderful. He gave us so much food. It was great.
That was a good time there. And
leprechauns.
For leprechauns.
That was
St.
my
Patrick's
idea.
Day. Aiden thought those dog tracks there were leprechaun tracks. And then we hit up the New Wilmington Collection. Check that place out. Some antiques and stuff.
The Cheese House, where we met Jim Marty, the owner. He was a pretty cool guy.
And that's everywhere we went this season for On the Road.
They always manage to find these random places. I never knew about half of these places that they go to.
Coming from someone that used to do On the Road, I think it might be the best job.
That's right.
Just find the cool places in the area.
They're hilarious.
I know,
too.
but luckily they're going to have the summer off to, take some time.
That's true.
They work hard.
Mm-hmm.
They work hard. Mm-hmm. But as summer approaches, local towns are getting ready to celebrate some of the season's most popular holidays. In tonight's County Close-Up, Kirsten Gaitis talks with the new mayor of Mercer about the city's events for Memorial Day.
But first, the County Line's Stevie Nelson found out how locals are planning to celebrate their holiday.
I'm Stevie Nelson, here on the streets of New Wilmington to find out what people are doing for Memorial Day. What are your plans for Memorial Day?
Well, I've been thinking about having a garage sale, so that just might be the perfect time to do that.
What are your plans for Memorial Day?
Relax. Probably go to Pamatiming, maybe. Do a little fishing or something that we usually do at camp.
What are you doing for Memorial Day?
Probably be having a picnic with my family. That's about it.
As you can see, many people have plans for Memorial Day. Now back to you, Kirsten, in the studio.
With Memorial Day just around the corner, many people are already making plans, as you could see from the comments. But if you don't have any plans yet, you might want to think about going to the Mercer Memorial Day 500. Here with me tonight is Mercer Borough Mayor Steve Van Wert to tell us a little more about the event. Thanks for being here tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Now, first, congratulations on being appointed mayor. You've had the position for a couple months now. What's it like?
It's been fun. It's a little different than what I anticipated it would be. There's a lot of daily responsibilities that I wasn't really aware of.
What kind of things do you do?
Well, as mayor, the Borough of Mercer set up with a strong council, weak mayor form of government. So I sit on Borough Council, but I don't have a vote. In the event of a tie, I break it. Other than that, it's just sort of like being the president. They pass legislation, I either have to sign it or veto it. Other than the work we do at the meetings, as mayor, I'm allowed to marry people, proclamations, just typical small town stuff.
Has anything exciting been going on in Mercer?
Well, we're gearing up right now for our big Memorial Day parade.
Oh, and what is that?
Well, it started out as a couple of days. Now it's 3 days. It's a 3-day event. It'll be Saturday, Sunday, and Monday this year. I brought a sheet. I'd say it's quite a long to do. On Friday, on Saturday, they're gonna start out with encampments. We're gonna have a World War II encampment, a Civil War encampment, and the National Guard's gonna be there. Sunday, they're having a 1-mile race. It's a 4-division race that's going to run down through the Avenue of 500 Flags, which is the main parade route.
Our On the Road team actually visited that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. The parade itself happens on Monday morning. If anybody's interested, it's the only local appearance, actually the only state appearance of the National Guard Band.
Oh, really?
Which is a big deal. We've got high school bands. We've got a George Washington. We've got an Abraham Lincoln. We've got Clydesdales coming. Yeah, it's a big event, and we're very proud of it. The parade was taken over a couple of years ago by a couple of concerned citizens, Mark and Linda Brown, and they've done a tremendous job in building local interest back up. They were the ones who determined that the parade should have an avenue of flags to pass down through, and their goal was to sell 500, and this year we've actually hit the 500 mark.
How long has this parade been going on?
We've always had a Memorial Day parade in Mercer, up until maybe 3 or 4 years ago, where the interest just waned until there was nothing. And like I said, Mark and Linda took it upon themselves to build interest back up in it, and within 2 years we've got something that we can all be very proud of in Mercer.
You mentioned that there's a George Washington and an Abraham Lincoln. What kind of thing
we've got guys. Yeah, we've got guys dressed up like Abraham Lincoln and George Washington running through the parade route. Yeah, but just so I don't want it to seem like there's a carnival atmosphere, because the whole point of the parade and the whole point of Memorial Day is to honor the veterans, and that's something that the event organizers do take very seriously. There are a whole slew of events planned at the end of the parade. Lots of observances at the cemetery site itself. We've built a new speaking platform this year.
Oh, wow.
We're actually having a 21 round cannon salute. We're having a flyover from the Air Force. So, and the National Guard Band will be playing there also.
So it's a big event. What's your favorite part of the parade?
Well, usually watching it, but this year I'm going to have to be in it, so I'm just going to have to assume that it's going to be a great parade. Also, if I might mention, we're still looking for somebody that could possibly film it. So if anybody, knows of anybody, or anybody would be interested, to get a hold of the Mercer County Historical Society or Mark and Linda Brown, I think you've got their numbers.
Yeah.
And
thank you very much for being here. If you want more information about the event, you can contact Mark and Linda Brown at 724-662-2786 or at email address parade500@yahoo.com. Thanks again for being here. More County Line is on the way.
Thank you.
girls at 3 o'clock.
What is he looking at?
Oh, so obvious. Captain Obvious has scored again. Open your window, say something.
Oh, he's really gonna down.
Hi. Hi.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Thank you. Honey, finish up. Come on, we gotta go.
Ew.
What's wrong?
Something's on my glass.
See. Oh, it's lipstick. Excuse me, ma'am. Could we just have a new glass, please? This one's dirty. Thank you.
Mom.
Honey, I don't want you to get sick. I don't know what's on that glass.
Oh, have me one too.
Hey, you want a soda pia?
Yeah.
There you go. There's some honey right here, too.
Picture yourself at Westminster College. Westminster offers an educational experience that is second to none. We've been exceeding students' expectations for 150 years. Westminster combines the prestige of a national liberal arts college with the personal attention you deserve. Westminster is a national leader in graduation rate performance and is the most affordable national liberal arts college in Pennsylvania. Visit Westminster's beautiful 300-acre campus to experience an ideal learning environment. Succeed at Westminster College.
Welcome to Titantown Sports. I'm Sebastian Driver. Don't adjust your set, as this is my last show here on the county line. Justin Egley and I will be tag teaming our efforts this evening.
Well, tonight we have a look on something every athlete hopes he or she can be a part of. It's the Lawrence County Hall of Fame 2005 inductee ceremony. Let's take a look at that now.
The Lawrence County Sports Hall of Fame celebrated its 22nd class this past weekend. And for those who were a part of this year's 13-member group, it's an honor they'll forever cherish.
And we've had some great athletes from Western Pennsylvania and Lawrence County. So to be a part of any of that group is just, it's really unbelievable to even think that you're in that group.
I was ecstatic. I was very, very surprised and very happy. Yeah. Almost 62 years old. I like any honor I can get. And this is a tremendous surprise and very nice that I can share this with my family and something that they can maybe remember me by.
Because so many of these former athletes still live in Lawrence County, the annual event has a very special feel to it. As Hall of Fame Chairman Bob Vosberg explains, it's a feeling one can only find in a tightly knit community.
And then you're dealing with people who, of course, went to school with a lot of people, and a lot of people stayed here and still make their homes here. So there's well, you can see by the turnout, and everybody knows everybody, and that makes it nice.
Today's not all about remembering the past. In fact, some of Lawrence County's younger stars are being honored as well.
Like, there's a lot of great athletes here that paved the way for me, and it's just nice for me and my family to for the hard work to pay off and everything, and it's really nice to be here. There's a lot of nice people around here, and I know a lot of the people here, actually, and it's real nice to see them again and everything and just talk to all the athletes before me.
Rossetti, who next fall will be playing football and basketball at Slippery Rock University.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned football there, Sebastian. Usually this time of year there was no football going on, but last weekend was definitely football weather. It was snow, there was rain. It was just perfect football weather. So what's going on this time of year? Usually football-wise, though, maybe the draft. No actual games. But we actually found some people right now that actually started their football season. So let's take a look on how you can bleed black and gold this time of year.
You don't find any professional national sports anymore that play the game for just fun. It's a paycheck. Well, it is for every sport except for one. Many think football season is over, but for the Pittsburgh Passion, it's just beginning. We can bleed black and gold all year round now, thanks to these ladies. For those of you who don't know, the Pittsburgh Passion is one of the 41 teams of the National Women's Football League. They pretty much have all the same rules as the NFL. They have a 10-game regular season, which is followed by the playoffs. But what makes this league so special then? Is it just the fact that the women are playing? Not really. It's about the women themselves. The women on this team do have other jobs or involvements. Many work full-time, and some even attend college. Many of these ladies, in fact, have full families they have to deal with. The ladies do not receive financial reimbursement for playing with a passion, so why do they play it? I talked to Chaz Kelman, a staff member of the team, and he said the ladies that play for the Passion just truly love football. They love being a part of a team, and they truly enjoy what they do. It's a big commitment playing for the Passion because it's practice 3 nights a week, video at least once a week, and then games, some which include traveling far distances. The team played their first game on April 12, 2003, and will be doing so for quite some time now. In this game, the Passion played the DC Divas and put on a good defensive effort with the help of the 2004 lead sack rusher, Tammy Lowry-Ridgely, but special teams and penalties combined for a loss of 24-0.
Down in that game, I was very impressed. But it's not I'm playing for the right reasons, for the love of the game. But now from the pigskin to the diamond, as the Westminster baseball team is tied for first place with W&J in the pack. They've had a great season so far, but does superstition have any part of their success? I personally used to wear a Prospect Chiefs t-shirt every football game for my career for good luck. And I believe you, Sebastian, you always used to put sand from Mexico in your shoe, and then also volcanic ash from Brazil, right? For your soccer games. So, but I mean, every athlete does it. And what does the baseball team do special? Well, pitcher and reporter Jason Mackey gives us an inside look on their superstitions.
Hall of Famer Babe Ruth once said, "The only superstition I have is to touch all 4 bases when I hit a home run." But what's that guy know? The Titan baseball team has all kinds of ridiculous superstitions, and one of which being their hair, in my case, not very good. But let's take a look now at some of the Titan baseball hairstyles.
Well, basically the hairstyle it's one of a kind. Surprisingly, many people think that this is all natural and, you know, and it makes me a better man, and you know, I wouldn't trade it for the world, and it's actually a unique haircut that I'm going to start a new trend with.
Some players try so hard to have goofy hair, but in the end, it just doesn't work.
It's not my hair, Jason. It's a wig!
Yes, for pitchers in baseball, hairstyle is usually half about style and half about superstition. I cut the mullet in hopes to change both of those, since I've been 0-2 and I look like an idiot. I don't know why I have a mullet.
Some people made the change with the hope of getting more respect. It didn't work.
Throw me the ball! Well, I just wanted to get more attention from the coach, but instead I went from second string to third string.
Fortunately, showing some individuality doesn't have to be limited to the top of your head.
Well, a good beard makes a good man, and a good man makes a good beard. Minus that.
Hope you enjoyed the look around the Titan baseball team's wacky hair. Now we're going to bring in the closer, Brian Andrews, to finish the job. He's going to cut my mohawk now. For the county line, I'm Jason Mackey.
Wild stuff, I gotta say, I love the mullet. Before we close the show out tonight, we've got to remember one final thing, and that is our Titantown Sports Titan of the Year. It's not an individual, it was in fact the Westminster College Lady Titan basketball team. Justin, they were just a ton of fun.
Oh, it was so much fun to travel with them too. You got to broadcast the games. I got to tape some of them at Messiah and Dickinson. The whole NCAA berth was just unbelievable.
Absolutely, the Lady Titans had a phenomenal year. That does it for my career here at Westminster. Justin, I'm handing it over to you. Good luck in the future. That's all for Titantown Sports.
There's a better way to have fun with history. Visit America's Library.
Lawrence County Society.
Paul. We just got to do the...
That was our special tribute to the seniors made by the wonderful Melissa DePaul. Thanks a lot, Melissa, for making that.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was nice. And I know that I can speak for everyone here when I say thank you so much to you, Pat, who's going to be graduating, going on to bigger and better things, I know. But there are so many awesome seniors.
I know. Us seniors, they are, I got to remember them all. Pat, Sebastian, Ian, Megan, Ashley, Sarah, Laura, and Tandy. We appreciate working with you underclassmen so much, and we're sad to go, but, you know, we'll come back and visit.
You definitely have to. Don't get too big and crazy for us and not come back and visit.
No, we won't.
Really appreciate it.
We'll come back. Yeah, everybody can come on set. From all the seniors and everybody on the county line, I just want to say thank you so much for all the time I've had at Westminster and on the show, and I think that goes for everybody. I guess we'll see you in the fall.
Yes, please make sure to remember to tune in because we will have a whole new season coming up in the fall. Thanks a lot.
Have a great night.